How's it going, my guy? You good?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good, man. Well, do you know what? I'm doing a 5-day fast right now.
Really? How's
Yeah,
it
yeah,
going?
yeah. So this is the second day. It's been all right, actually. It's not been that bad. But it's
All right.
more not that I'm hungry, but my energy feels low. If that
Really?
makes sense. Yeah. So I
And
guess it's
after
my
it, it
body
goes up,
getting.
right?
Say again?
After that, it goes up, right? The energy?
Yeah. So what happens is on the third day, your body will eat the weakest cells. So
Mm-hmm.
then you try to stay in that period for then 2 days, and then on the last day you eat, but you can't eat like heavy. You need to like slowly break the fast.
Yeah. How's the
And
body
so
feeling itself?
good, actually. I think at on the fifth day, where like when you break the fast, is when you because you're all the nutrients you eat now just rushes to everywhere,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you're supposed to feel amazing. So
And you
I'm
still
waiting for
doing
that.
boxing and doing training in the meanwhile? Yeah.
Still train every day,
All right.
but I can't obviously lift as heavy. Like I've started to feel that now. So even on my second day, when I was in the gym today, like I couldn't push as much, but you still just keep going to the limit. And then whenever you get hungry, drink water or drink coffee, and it's okay.
So you
It's all
would
right.
recommend it to do a fast like that?
Yeah, bro. Trust me, it's good for you. It's really good for your body. The brain fog goes, and like it's very good for focus too. And it's also a good way to discipline because like the truth is we're addicted to food. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
it's true. Yeah.
That we eat way more than we need to, and things that we don't need to be eating. We're just addicted to food. So this is a very good way to see like how much you can break away from that. And if you had to,
Yeah.
could you put away from food? Because you can. 5 days with just water or just food. It's it. Your body can easily maintain that easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the body can withstand way more than what people think, actually. And nowadays, we're
Oh,
so used to having access to food all the time. And whenever you just feel like eating something, you just grab something and start eating. But yeah, it's
exactly.
not good at
And most
all.
people eat wait, you eat to be full rather than eat to stop your hunger.
Yeah,
You should eat until you're not hungry anymore and stop. Because we're
exactly.
so gluttonous as humans, we just eat until we're full. Or say you've got a plate, you try to finish the plate even if you don't more or want any more. Like it's a habit, so it's good to like try break it and try break that up. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's a good
exactly.
journey so far. It's
All
good.
right, I
Day
haven't tried
four.
it, but guess I'll have to get into it then.
Yeah. But you know what? You can start small. You can do like 2 days and then
Hmm.
like slowly break it. And then like maybe next like 6 weeks, you then try up it and up it and up it until you get used to it.
Would you say that, after you do the fast, you gain weight easily because you start eating more again, or not really?
So what happens is your body will first eat away all the fat, the rubbish fat that you have. So then you'll lose the first 2 days you lose fat and then you start to lose muscle. But if you take like put like salt in your water or you can take amino acids that keep the muscle and you still train, then the
Yeah.
muscle depletion ain't that much. So you'll deplete, but then when you start to eat now, as long as you start to eat properly, your body will like absorb it immediately and then you start to feel great.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
sounds
should
good,
try it
man.
for sure.
I hope you enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah, I think I got 3 days left. I think it's 120 hours in total, I believe, and I
Hmm.
think I'm at like 50 or 55 or something
All
like that.
right. They're not messing you up in training too much.
No, 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 no.
All right.
It's still good. It's still good. You just gotta train smart, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything in
It's
life
always
is
that way.
about training smart, just being smart about it,
Yeah.
not trying to kill yourself to the point where you can't do anything or you don't progress. You need to be like smart and strategic on how you move forward. So you know your body more than anyone.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
also you have to balance that with not just, am I just quitting because I want to quit? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
you
what
know?
you mean. Yeah. A lot of
So
people
my
tend to
guy,
overdo it, man.
how long you been in the real world for?
At this point, I think almost 2 years now. I think next month it's going to be 2 years. It's been quite a journey. Yeah. I noticed many, many improvements since I joined there, actually. Yeah, it's been great.
What was you doing before that?
Before, to be honest, I wasn't doing shit. I was just, I think since I was like 16, 17, I
Yeah.
already had the idea of being self employed and starting my own business. And then I got into a relationship, had a girlfriend, and I got a regular day job after I went out of school, and it kind of just lost the idea of doing my own business. Started doing my day job, and after I after I broke up, that was the moment when we were already engaged.
Yeah.
And after we broke up, I really decided, you know what, I got to focus on myself. I really got to do what I want to do what I set out to do since I was young. And that's when I started focusing on a lot. And before, I was just playing video games, smoking weed, and doing dumb stuff that I shouldn't be doing. And I wasted too much time. And I realized it when I broke up with her. I started focusing on myself, going to the gym every day. And then, even though I wasn't really following like Tate's content or anything, I did resonate with the things that I found about him online because he was popping up everywhere. Like around
Yeah.
the time when I joined the real world, it was when he was really just popping up every single place on the internet. And the things that I did find about him, I did resonate with those, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna check out the real world and see what it's about. And since I was on that journey of focusing on myself and doing what I wanted to do, I decided to join and be like, you know what, I'm gonna really do this 100%, gonna see what it's about. And yeah, ever since that day, I've been logging in every single day, and I've been focused on doing business and only been going up, man.
Amazing. I love that. And do you know what? When it comes to comfortability, sometimes it really can be our downfall. We do sometimes get into a place where we get comfortable. You want to be in a place where you're forced to feel uncomfortable and get comfortable in that position. So
Yeah,
being
exactly. Yeah,
comfortable, being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. And
yeah,
like your life will reflect that. You know, you get your girlfriend, you're cool, you come home, everything's easy. Ah, I can just stay here. But the truth is, that's almost like burying your head in the sand because
yeah,
you only look at what you have in front of you and you're not realizing that the world is getting bigger and closing in on you. But because you are not, because you're afraid, not afraid to look outside, because you're so comfortable in your own bubble, you don't look outside. You don't realize how close the wall of how the walls of poverty are to you.
yeah, exactly.
And then
Yeah,
what happens is people don't elevate, inflation goes up, everything goes up, and people are getting squeezed for every penny. New taxes come in, and your pay never rises as much in inflation. And
yeah,
the next minute, you know, you're struggling each month, and you don't know how. You're like, I buy the same things. Why are you struggling?
yeah,
So
exactly.
that's why it's always good to live in a world of uncomfortability because it helps you grow, and that has
Yeah,
been
exactly. And that's exactly the journey I decided to take as well. You know, I was just like you say, I was caught in that, and just I was doing my job, and I was coming home to my girlfriend and just sitting on the couch, and I was like, yeah, we're good, we're okay, we don't need anything else in this, right? And as soon as we broke up, and I decided to focus on myself, I realized that, you know what, actually, when I just focus on myself and I come home from work, I have all these hours that I'm not doing anything with my life, I'm not moving forward. And then, like you say, stepping out of that comfort zone and just, you know what, going to the gym every single day, working on myself, being a better version, and then taking the business into account as well, right? Start learning business management, start moving forward there. And only then, when you step out of that comfort zone, you start to realize how much better it can possibly be.
yeah, and it's funny because even when it comes to women, when you really think about it, they love your drive in the beginning. That's what happens. Is a woman will see you and be like, he's like driven to work, he makes money, safety, protection, all these things that come great. But then what happens is it's very easy for them to create this environment where you kind of like level down and you don't realize and you get
Yeah,
comfortable. But what happens is they don't realize. They're saying, oh, why aren't you home, you're always out, blah 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 blah. But when you do that and your drive drops, the thing that they're attracted to is gone.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
You know, and then they start to be
100%.
like,
Yep.
oh well, do I like this person, do I love this person? They just then they start to think that the love's gone, and it's only
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
start to build up again that they start to love you. So it's a you have to be very hyper aware of your surroundings, who you're around, why, like managing your life and work, like and making sure that what's important is you're putting the growth of yourself forward
Yep.
because that
Exactly.
will govern everything else.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what really helped me in that is that, yeah, of course I lost a couple years of my life, but I look back at it and then I actually see it as a blessing because it made me realize that, you know what, this is who I want to be, and I shouldn't put that aside for anyone or anything, not for myself or not for anyone externally. And it made me realize that I should just keep doing this, and if I meet someone on the path to doing this, to being the person that I want to be, then yeah, of course, let's go for it and see where it goes. But I'm not going to step aside to make someone else happy when I'm not being happy in that position. So yeah, it
But
made me
even that,
realize that.
even to say like you lost a couple years of your life, did you really if you grew? or did
Yeah,
you just
true. Yeah.
gain a couple years of your life? Because
Yeah,
now you're
true.
able to live in a place. Would you rather be broke and struggling, or making money and making things work? And those
Yeah,
are the questions
exactly. Yeah.
people have to
I
ask
like the way
themselves.
you look at that actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why the real world is important, because it helps you build that mindset. Okay, I'm putting these hours in to get something out. Do you want to go work for someone else, or do you want to work for you? Do you want to make
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
for a company, or do you want to make money for yourself? It's very easy, but it's you just have to break it down so you could see that. So let me ask you this: when you first joined the real world, what was it that drew you to uh, the app or the
Well, really, it was like I said, it was focusing on myself. And what I really enjoyed about the real world is that when I joined there, the strength of the real world, as I see it, is that when you go there and you really allow it to just help you to realign yourself with who you want to be and really be the best version of yourself, it has everything that it needs in order to help you be that version of yourself. There's no distractions there. There's no one posting a bunch of stuff that no one cares about. It's only making money. It's only solving the problems that you have. It's only moving forward. It's highly focused on that. And I really resonated with that when I joined it. I was on this journey of self improvement, and the only thing it did was help me forward in that process. It didn't set me back any steps. And that's
yeah?
what I really liked about it.
I love that. I love that. And you're completely right. It's people moving in the same direction, the same goal of trying to be successful, trying to better themselves. And if you move with that crowd, there's no way that you don't elevate yourself.
Yeah,
And that's one of
exactly.
the things in the real world we try to push people towards that. And not only that, we try to teach the skills that are relevant. So not just the mind frame. We try to give you the mind, the body, and the soul so you can
Yeah,
move forward and you can make money.
absolutely. Yeah.
But the thing is, you're in a room full of people who want to make money. So even the whole community of the real world, like we're all exchanging ideas, we're like showing our wins, and it's not to gloat. It's almost like, look, I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
Here's
exactly.
how you do it. Here's the skills. Here's where you apply it. So it's the community along with the professors and stuff is really tailored to try build people up mentally and physically and emotionally, so that when they do start to crack the game, they're able to cope and survive in that area, because the more money you make, it does get harder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It
And
does
it
get
is like you say that it's not even to show off or to show like, yeah, I'm making this much money. What are you doing? No, it's not like that. It's to inspire each other and to really motivate each other to keep going because it is possible. And I was in a position, I was uh, I was lucky enough to be talking with the professor the other day. We had a call not too long ago, and just having a live there with the other students and being able to share my experience. And you really do notice that so many students just need that motivation, that little nudge in the right direction of like, yeah, it is possible. So just keep going and keep doing what you're doing because you're doing the right thing. And
yeah
that is the strength of the real world, that it has limitless amount of that just motivating each other to keep moving forward. And I think it drives all of the students in there to just do what they want to do.
yeah and that in turn leads to making money, because let's be honest, the end goal is to make as much money as possible, right?
Yeah.
we can so we can live the lives you want to live, or help the people you want to live, whatever your reason is. The goal is to make money. So that mindset drives everyone to the goal of figuring out how they can apply the skills that they learn in the real world and apply it to whatever markets they decide to go into. So which campuses did you go into, and how has that helped you build your financial empire?
So when I started off, I started with the business campus, right? They do an amazing job at teaching business management and structuring a whole plan to how you're going to attack this. And I'm more of a I'm more of a man of statistics and really just providing a strategy before I do anything. So I
Hmm.
really enjoyed that I could go there and really convert a whole plan to how I was going to do this. And really, I was already interested in marketing techniques, and already my father was into that. He had his own marketing business when he was younger, and I kind of picked up a couple things along the way about that. But then I decided to do business management first, create a whole plan because I had all these ideas. But an idea is nothing without a plan, so I decided to make the plan, structure everything, and then later on I got into marketing. They teach amazing marketing courses there. You can follow the professor. He has his own marketing business and he does everything with you, and it's really inspiring to see. and I decided to go with that and follow that plan. In the beginning, I was doing that, got a couple of clients, not too high tech, not too high ticket. I'm sorry, but yeah, got a couple smaller clients and started doing work, building experience that way. And then
Yeah,
later on, I decided to challenge myself again and got into the AI works when they launched a new campus with AI. And then it just expanded my marketing agency with automations, and AI works improved. And then I started seeing the improvements and the deals that I was making from there. And now at this point, I'm almost 100% invested in AI and automation because
yeah.
yeah, I see that it's the future and a lot of businesses are going into it. So I decided to really focus on that for now and yeah, just keep expanding.
That's amazing. And roughly, like, you don't have to give an exact number, but where are you? What are you pulling in a month at this point? And also, how long did it take you to make your first dollar in the real world?
To make the first dollar, I would say, well, like I said, I was creating the plan first and creating the whole structure of how to do it. So I wasn't really doing business
Yeah,
since I joined. But I can honestly say that from the moment I started my business and actually taking action, because I had a plan and because I knew exactly where I was going, I was making money the first month. First month, I signed a client and just started doing paid advertising, just smaller marketing works for that client. And that really pushed me forward to, okay, this is possible. Let's keep going, keep expanding. And then when I joined AI, I started learning about that, basically resetting the process, doing it all again, create a plan on, okay, how am I going to sell this to people? How am I going to expand my marketing agency to improve and to actually integrate this in what I'm doing right now? And then as soon as I actually started offering it to people, I think it also took like 1 or 2 months, and I started signing clients. Just yeah, I noticed that you take action and you really go for it, and people they pick up on that, man. You talk to someone, you're trying to close a deal, and they just notice that okay, he's confident, he knows he can do this, so let's
yeah.
fucking go. And then you start selling it, and then I think it took about 6 months or something of selling the automation services and actually getting into it to where I signed my biggest client so far, which is why I had to call with the professor as well, which is 100K just in one deal, just from doing the automation that I learned in TRW. So with all the knowledge they have there, if you plan it and you just take action the way you want to take action, you just keep moving forward, there is no limit to this. So yeah, it's been only going up, man.
So literally, from the real world, from 2 years, you was able to use what the real world taught you and pull in a client paying 100K.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's amazing, bro.
That's why I believe in it and I log in every single day because, yeah, the amazing thing is the lessons don't stop coming, right? They keep
Yeah,
providing you with new knowledge, and every single time a new thing comes out, a new tool is available, a new platform gets launched, they're right on top of it. They launch it and you can learn everything about it if you want to. And if you take action, you can make money from it straight away. I'm the proof that, yeah, it takes literally a couple of weeks and you can start making money from it.
I love that, and that's why we focus on retention of students. Is we really do want to students to understand that we're not just going to teach you something and then like go out into the world. Like when there's new information there, we are trying to be the first to deliver that
Yeah.
information because that's where you make money. It's when you figure out what's happening first and you're a little bit ahead of the curve. Those are where you make the most gains.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
we are constantly trying to like update our information and what we get and just bro. I'm telling you, being able to pull in 100K at any stage is, bro, it's amazing. There's some people who can't even fathom that, and which is nuts. Like because
And
they're
I
so
couldn't
trapped
before
in
I
their day
joined
to day,
either.
their
Yeah.
5 to 5, their 9 to 5, they can't even fathom the fact that okay, do you know, I can make 100K by myself if I invest in me. If I get
Yep.
everything and invest in me, my own money, my own time. If I invest in me, I can be pulling in those exact same numbers. So
Yeah,
glad
exactly.
even the real world's able to provide you with the tools and the access to be able to do that, and that is amazing, bro. It honestly
Yeah, and
is.
that is one of the amazing strengths of the real world. Like you mentioned, is that something new comes out and they're right on top of it. They drop the lessons and you can start learning about it. And that is one of the strengths that actually helped me to land this client that I got because I started learning about something new in AI automations that came out and just started learning how to create my own custom system with that, started building it, and straight away just start reaching out to people, right? This new thing just came out. I can make your work easier. I can save you hours of time every single day, and you start talking to people and you just notice that they're like, man, I spend 4 or 5 hours a day doing that, and you're telling me you can do it in 20 minutes? Yeah, of course, no problem, let's go. and then you start selling to people, and they just, yeah, you blow their fucking minds, man, with the things you can do just because this thing came out, and within the first week you're already doing it. So that's a massive strength the real world has. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier as well about moving immediately, not waiting, not sitting around, not
Yeah.
procrastinating. Because, bro, you lose if you don't do it, someone else will. It's
Yeah.
just that simple. Any idea you think you have, someone else also has the idea. And if you wait or say, I'm going to do it next week or whatever, or I'm going to join the school and I want to do this first, like in the time that you waste doing that, someone else has picked it up, someone else has learned, someone else has got ahead, and the client that you thought you was going to get, someone else just picked it up.
Yeah.
So you're right. It is literally about acting now, and to be honest, even as great as this opportunity is, it's not always going to be available for people. It won't. There's going to be a point where there's going to be a shift or a change. So
Yeah.
that the reason I say that is because I really do believe that the gap between like rich and poor is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it
And
is.
there's
Yeah.
going to be a point where you can't cross over. They're
Yeah.
going to put so much in place that you will not be able to cross over. They'll have you held in that system and grind you down to the bone. That's the plan for them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I love that the platform is there to try help people right now to get in your mind right, get your funds up, get your financial situations fixed and proper, and so that you can live a lifestyle not just for you but generational. Because that's
Yeah.
what we're trying to build. We're trying to make sure that even when all this bullshit comes in, and it will, and you can see it happening
It's
now. Like
already
people
coming in.
struggle
Yeah.
to even eat nowadays. But there used to be a time where you could have a factory job and you could support a family of two on that easily.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
does not exist anymore. And families are getting smaller and smaller for this exact reason. So you want to be able to, like you're doing now, build something that is going to continuously grow, and
Yeah.
you'll be able to continuously reap the benefits. So you can be in a financial place where when you do have your goal and you do have your family, you're set. Do you
Yeah,
understand? And
exactly.
blueprint for them to follow.
Yeah, that was a massive driving force for me as well. Because, yeah, just like you say, I noticed that I see my mom working, and she's 57 right now, and she's still working hard. And yeah, she doesn't mind. She says, "Yeah, okay, I'm doing this to take care of whoever's in the house, and I do the household, and I don't mind doing this." But then you see her working, and she barely has any money to set aside. She can barely pay the bills, and
Oh,
that's just a driving force for me to be like, you know what? It shouldn't be this way. There's no way that we should be working our ass off and then still struggling to pay bills? Hell no. And then I have the opportunity to learn these lessons and to sell it to people and to actually help my clients while I'm helping my own family as well.
yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm going to do it. There's no doubting about it. And every single day that people doubt about it and they don't take action on it, there's other people that are doing it. So, yeah, you shouldn't be doubting. You should be moving forward. Exactly.
Yeah, and again, it comes down to that bubble of comfortability. And I'm so glad that you're able to like view the scope so wide, because it's very easy just be like, oh, okay, mum's working or whatever, blah blah. But it means nothing if you can't alleviate the people that are around you that you love and care
Yeah.
about. It means nothing. Do you know? So our parents are working hard to put us in position. Remember, they didn't have the same opportunities that we have now. So they've worked so hard to even get us here to
Yeah.
this point, you know? So at this point here, you're doing your family and yourself an injustice if you don't take every opportunity right now to try better yourself for your own family name, for your
Yeah.
own future, for your kids, for them to be proud of something. You want to create your legacy. You want to create everything now. You want
Yeah.
to do it
Exactly.
now so that it can continuously flourish and go on. Do you
Yeah.
understand? The only
Exactly.
way that you can make your family name live on, or is to create a reputation or a foundation that allows you to live on forever, allows you to live on forever. Do you know? And be in
100%.
the best places possible. You don't want to be the peasant. You don't. You don't want to be the person flipping the fucking burgers. No one wants to be that.
No,
So
of
right
course
now
not.
is
But some people accept it, and that's the reality that we live in. So yeah, you shouldn't
and
accept it.
yeah, and that's the reason the real world's there. Listen, your opportunity is now. We have the tools and the skills to teach you to be able to put you into markets that you want to go into and to thrive and do the best that you can. We're trying to give you that now. There will be a point where you will not be able to do this anymore. Everything is circular. Everything.
Yeah,
There'll be a point where you will not be able to do it. So we really do try to get people on that boat. And I'm glad to see that we have someone here like yourself who's thriving and pushing forward, like even now trying to grow.
Yeah, exactly. And I
So
can
let me
only
ask
be
you this.
appreciative of it, man. And the real world is, like you say, they're trying to be that, but I think they already are, and it's only improving. It's
Yeah,
already a platform that is helping so many people across the world that you cannot possibly hear it enough how appreciative all the students are there to be improving and to be the best version of themselves, because that is really what they do. And it's sad to see that so many people don't believe in it, because it shows that that the system has such a grip on them that they don't want to see outside of it, because like you say, they're living in comfort and they don't want to step outside of it. But if they did, they would realize that tools like the real world, they really help every single person that is there to be the best version of themselves if they want to be. If they choose to be helped, they will be helped. And that's just how it is.
amazing. So let me ask you this: what's your goals for the rest of this year? What is it you're trying to achieve or hit? Like, what's the next step for you?
Well, at this moment, I live in Belgium. I'm currently staying in Portugal because I'm doing business here. The
Hmm.
girl that I'm with now, she has a house here in Portugal. She lives here, and I'm planning to move here as well because I'm getting more clients here. I'm getting higher value clients in here, and it's better. It's more comfortable to live in Portugal when you're doing business than in Belgium. So I'm actually planning to, by the end of this year, live here and do my business here and in other countries as well, because I have the opportunity to do it online. So that is a massive thing that I have for the end of this year. And then the other side is just making sure that I can keep pulling in months like I did last month, right? Throwing in
Yeah,
these big deals, just make sure that I keep on growing, just keep improving the knowledge that I have, and just make sure that every time a new tool or a new option comes out, I take it into account, I expand my business, and just keep growing, keep scaling, and then hopefully get to a point where I can sell my business, start a new one, and just start all over again and just keep improving that way.
I love that. Amazing, amazing. And I'm sure that you 100% will achieve that if you've got the drive and determination, and you're following the steps of what's in the real world. There's no way in which you don't make it. There's no way. I
Yeah, of
don't see
course.
how people can even go on this app and actually follow what is happening there and not be successful. I
Yeah, if you
honestly
set
think it's
out
a
what you want to
essential.
do and you actually go for it 100%, then you're going to achieve it. There's no
everyone
stop.
I everyone I speak to that's been successful, and they even admit, like in the beginning, I wasn't really dedicated. I was just on the app and like flailing around, and it was when I locked in that it worked. That's always the case.
Yeah,
This is what people don't understand. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This isn't pay this money and we're gonna give you some bullshit course and you're gonna turn $200 into 2 million. No, it's about learning a skill,
yeah,
grinding, changing your mindset, getting up every day, putting disciplines in place that's gonna help you grow,
yeah,
applying it to the market that you've chosen, growing, making money, making money, making money, making money. That's the goal. You
yeah,
know, I really do think it's a school. It's not even really a course. It really is a school.
yeah,
It
it
really
is.
is.
And I must
Um,
say that I've respected that ever since the start of the real world. That is what kind of surprised me when I went in there, that they're rootless, man. When you go in there and you have a student that's just talking crap all day and he's not doing anything and he's just whining about, oh, I wanted to do this, but I don't have the time, or I don't have the energy, or I don't feel like doing this. They just say, no, get to work. You want to be this person, you want to be successful, do the work. They're not going to help you with, oh, if you don't feel like doing it, we'll do it for you. No one's going to do it for you.
yeah,
They are very real with that, is that,
yeah.
yeah, you want to do it, you are going to have to do it, and there is no other way than just show up every single day and do what you want to do. That is it.
It's it's so funny when people talk about I don't have time. No one, everyone who says that never thinks about their actual time management. They've
Yeah,
never sat down and said, how many hours, minutes do I waste doing things I don't need to be doing?
yeah,
How many hours on the game do I play? How much hours do I do coming down, just sitting in a chair and doing nothing? How much Netflix do I watch? How much shows do I watch? These are all working hours that if you really wanted to make it, you could. A lot of people like to say they want to be rich and they say they want to make it and they say they want to help this and do this and they want to get this diminution. A lot of people say a lot of shit, but who's
yeah,
really attempting to do it? And there's
exactly.
no way, I've never heard someone who's attempted to do it not be able to do it. No
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
No one
Just
who's serious. No one who's going to sit there and be like, I need to think about time management, how much effort I put in, training every day, creating discipline, and habits within myself. No one who does that has failed. No
yeah,
one.
exactly. And you see it there every day. And
Yeah.
I invite everyone who's watching this, and if you think you're one of those people who doesn't have the time for it, bro, I can guarantee you I was working a day job, being away from home 7 in the morning until 5 in the evening, getting food in my system, going to the gym, working out, coming back home, eating again so I have the energy to work, and then working until 11:30 in the evening, doing the work that I need to do, go to sleep, and just same thing every single day. And how about you make a schedule every single 5 minutes of the day, what you're doing, right? Write down every single thing you do all day. And I can assure you that once you write down everything you do and you find those moments where you have free time and you do the work in those moments of free time, you're going to make it. There is no question about it.
100%. That's been amazing. So what would be your last message to those people who are sitting down thinking, what should I join the world with? The unsure, the procrastinating. What would be your message to those people?
I would I would just advise them to find out who you want to be. Uh, just write down for yourself, who do you want to be, where do you want to go in life, what goals do you have. And if you find out that who you want to be is not the person who you are right now and you want to be a better version, go check it out for 1 month. Just go there 1 month, but really tell yourself, 1 month I go there, and 30 days I'm going to set myself to do this every day. Follow the schedule that they give you, follow the tasks that you're given, and I can assure you it's not even a lot of work. That's the big thing about it, is that you're not even going to have to be a completely different person. It's just being a better version. It's making these small changes, like you're saying, making these small habits, and just going to the gym, making sure you have discipline, just writing down what you need to do and actually doing it. And after 1 month, I guarantee you will be a better version. And if you don't feel like it's worth it, okay, leave and go back to your old life. But I can assure you that if you really set out to do it and you do it 100%, you will stay, just like everyone does there.
Amazing. That's an amazing message. And we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining us today. You've been amazing. And we are honestly proud of you in the real world and everything you're doing.
Thank you, man.
The
It's
fact
my
you're able to
pleasure.
do this clients and stuff, like we commend you for that. So we thank you for being part of our platform.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It was nice to meet you, Marcel.
My G, you too.